Now, Elon Musk's X platform has deleted posts by its artificial intelligence account Grok after it began praising Adolf Hitler and making anti-Semitic comments. The comments came in response to questions by users. In other posts, it referred to itself as Mega Hitler. Observers say that even by the standards of absolutist free speech, Grok's Hitler-praising remarks crossed the line. The ADL, a not-for-profit group formed to fight anti-Semitism, said Grok's output was irresponsible, dangerous and anti-Semitic. X said it was working to remove inappropriate posts and had taken action to ban hate speech by the bot. Well, for more on this, I'm joined now on the line from London by Arise correspondent Lape Olarinoye. Good to talk with you, Lape. So what caused Elon Musk's AI chatbot to start praising Hitler? Was it a dreadful mistake or was it deliberate?
Well, that's $1 million question, Charles, and I think it's one that is still under so much scrutiny as to whether or not it was deliberate or it was just purely an accidental side effect of having bots. Now, this particular bot only came into existence in 2023, so fairly recent, but under the kind of leadership, if you like, of Elon Musk, and as well as the change of ownership of Twitter, formerly Twitter, now known as X, we've seen a radical change of that space, that platform, and how that social media platform is used. Now, Grok, of course, as you've rightly pointed out, is a chat bot that is used on X, and it responds to users and users can interact with it. Now, in the last 24 hours, it was said that despite its resurgence, it was said that it was starting to say a lot of things that many people found offensive. Many things included things that were anti-Semitic, things that were said to have praised the controversial former leader of Germany, Adolf Hitler, and going as far as projecting views to do with kind of extremist right-wing views, and so on and so forth. Of course, that has been met with a lot of pushback, including countries like Turkey being the first country ever to ban the use of the bot in its country. And that's, of course, following what Grok had to say about President Erdogan of Turkey's late mother. Poland has also had a lot to say regarding the use of Grok and what Grok has been spewing lately, with regards to Donald Tusk as well, a very significant figure in the European Union, and we're seeing that trend continue. Elon Musk, on the other hand, the founder of X, hasn't said much. All he has said was something very, what some would describe as sarcastic. It's a very interesting place to be on this platform, something along those lines. But for many, what Grok is saying is shocking, and it's very unfamiliar to what a bot would normally say. It seems as though a Grok is very untrained to be politically correct.
Well, it's interesting that this happened after Elon Musk said last Friday that he wanted Grok to be less woke. Those were his words. And he seems to believe that the chatbots being made by AI companies are left-wing in their political leanings. And he said that his chatbot Grok will address these biases. Might that be the reason why it's coming up with these very hateful statements?
Potentially. Many have argued, Charles, that Elon Musk is using the platform X and, of course, Grok, this chatbot, to secretly channel his views, if you like. If you cast your mind back to when President Trump won the last election that took place in the United States, he was controversially filmed for signaling to the crowd a common gesture that was known to represent the Nazi Party. Many have said that this had nothing to do with the Nazi Party, but it was very similar to that gesture. He was said to have done that facing the crowd in front of him, and then, of course, facing the crowd behind him. He had come under a lot of pressure, a lot of backlash as a result of that. And so, of course, this coming up timely is very, very suspicious as to whether or not this was purely accidental in its nature and the way in which Grok has been spewing some of these very controversial statements amidst the war in Gaza, and the fact that is said to be saying a lot of anti-Semitic things, saying a lot of things to do with right-wing views, which is quite rife in Europe at the moment, aligning with this new kind of controversial theory of anti-whiteness, a genocide in South Africa. I mean, the things that it has spewed in the last 24 hours has been nothing short of shocking to the masses. And so there is a call for Elon Musk to face this issue head on. Whether or not he's going to do that is still very much unlikely, considering that he has shared similar views. Just recently, just worth adding here, he did lobby for South Africans, white South Africans, to claim asylum in the US, kind of propagating this notion of this white genocide. And we're seeing drips and drabs of those also reflecting in some of what this chatbot is saying and some of the things that are allowed to be spewed on X. He says he's anti-PC. He says he wants X to be a place that people can share those kinds of views. But of course, it is coming with a huge backlash.
Indeed, but apart from the fact that all this is clearly unpleasant, does it also undermine the whole idea of artificial intelligence? Because, I mean, it sounds like it's not really intelligent, and it's basically humans dictating how these things respond, which makes the term artificial intelligence sound rather nebulous.
Well, Charles, I think you and I will both be glad to know that we won't be wiped off the face of this earth because of the research or the existence of AI, because you can still see within the lines of AI that there is still a need for human interaction and human involvement. We know that AI bots like Grok, like OpenAI's ChatGPT, what they tend to do is source a lot of commentary, a lot of research, a lot of previously written content, and what they do is effectively use that to kind of deliver another message. So there is a huge element of human involvement in it, and to answer your question. And so the concept of artificial intelligence, yes, it's generating content at, faster than humans would, but a lot of the content is what humans are putting into it, that it's given out. So it does really give us some sort of hope, Charles, that at least we will still be in some sort of existence despite the number of bots that are being made, and the human reliance that we're seeing now, the increase of the human reliance that we're seeing now on bots. It looks like we're here to stay for some more time.
Well, that's a soothing thought. Thank you very much indeed, Lape. Lape Olarinoye is a RISE correspondent talking to me on the line from London.